Hi everyone, I'm Will Rawlin Eventing. Welcome to my yard. Here I have a lovely 5-year-old called Otis. He is a new horse I got at the end of last year, and we've got a lot of high hopes for him over the coming few years. I have been based in this yard down in Swindon for nearly coming up 4 years. Originally I was in Cambridge, where I started sort of from Pony Club with Fitzwilliam, and my sort of eventing career has just sort of taken off from there, and you know, hopefully over the next couple of years we'll keep growing in the right direction. Eventing for me is, you know, a bit like triathlon, and when I was younger and in the Pony Club I did a lot of triathlons, set triathlons, and you know, it was the thrill of the cross country that sort of drew my eye to it, and it's sort of gone from there really. You know, I do the dressage because we have to. You know, I've learned to enjoy it, and sort of the dressage is the base of a lot of the jumping and stuff. So for me, eventing gives me the thrill compared to the individual disciplines. So a typical day for me on the yard would be, I get to the yard sort of 7ish, sometimes a bit later because I would have been to the gym before. Feed at 7, feed hay, a couple of the horses get turned out in the morning, and the rest of the horses will go on the walker. I then ride sort of the ones that are in, so sort of 4 to 5, and then at 12 o'clock we tend to change the horses in the field with the ones in the stables, and then I ride those ones. You know, and each day is different with what I do with them, a mixture of pole work, hacking, dressage, lunging. You know, we go to the gallops with the top ones to get them fit for the likes of the horses that I had at Bramham. So, you know, each day I try and mix it up so it's not too boring for the horses. And we like to try and finish at 5 o'clock, but it doesn't always work that way with horses. So 5 o'clock we try and finish, but inevitably it ends up being a bit later. I've used Sundown for a good sort of 6 years. I originally used it when I was in Cambridge, and then when I moved to the yard I was at, we were using other bedding. And then when I moved to here 4 years ago, I didn't find a bedding quite like Sundown, so I got back in touch, and yeah, it's a bedding that I've always loved and always will love. Yeah, so I use Sundown Yellow and Sundown Green, and for me the mixture of the two works really well. You know, I like the fact that it's so absorbent, but also it's fluffy as well, so it gives you know, a bit of a plush feeling for the horse, and nice comfortable sort of feel for them to lie down. You know, so for the absorbent and the fluffy, I feel is a nice combination for the horses. I mean, working with Sundown and the benefits of the bedding are, you know, it's so easy to muck out because the absorption, it just stays in one place, whereas with other bedding, the wee patch sort of takes up the whole of the bed. So by having the absorption part involved, makes the sort of wee patch a lot smaller. You know, it's dust free, and you know, the horses don't eat it, which for me is good, because if they do eat it, it will then bloat their stomach, and you know, I'm sure it's probably quite uncomfortable. So our routine with bedding tends to be Tuesdays and Fridays we strip out a bank and put fresh bedding in, and with the size of our stables, we start a fresh bed with 4 to 5 bales, mix it all in, and then yeah, sort of 2 bales a week, 3 if they really need it, if there's a particular dirty horse, but 2 bales a week gets us through very comfortably, and yeah, works really well. So with the bedding management wise, it's very handy in the fact that it sort of decomposes itself really well and compacts down in the muck heap, so the muck heap doesn't get out of control. And with us, we're lucky enough our neighbours, the farmers, come and take it off us and spread it over their fields and stuff as and when they need it, and you know, that's great. But it sort of all sort of eco-friendly and working within and sort of supporting British farmers and stuff. So it all intertwines with each other, and you know, it works really well. So the rest of the season is very exciting. We've just come back from Bramham, where I had the partner. We finished on a double clear, which was fantastic, and just outside the top 20. I've got some really nice young horses coming up, so the aim for them would probably be Osberton at the end of the season. And with Conquer, hopefully do a Nations Cup at some point in the second half of the season, and also probably aim for Blenheim or Buccleuch.